What's up guys, Alex here from Solar System Duelist, and I'm here with my deck profile for Cyber Dragons that I use to take up to 200 YCS. Fortunately I made day 2, started out with AM1 record, but unfortunately I bubbled out day 2. Came pretty close, but that's how it be sometimes. But kind of moving on down business with the deck profile. For the main deck hand traps, I main deck 3 Ash, 3 Ogre. Ash is pretty standard, and the Ogre was kind of decent. I might try to take it out for Droll and Lockbird in the main instead. It was good at sniping out the multi-roll in the true Draco matchup. 3 Galaxy Soldier, pretty standard. I sided this out a lot against backrow heavy decks like Altergeist and True Draco and Sky Striker, just because it doesn't help you push through the backrow at all. It falls victim to it all the time. That's like my personal recommendation when it comes to utilizing Galaxy Soldier. As for the Cyber Dragon lineup, 3 Core, 3 Hertz, and then 3 regular Cyber Dragons. I might try out the level 4 after this. I saw Blair Hunter playing it and a few other Cyber Dragon players that made day 2. But overall, can't really complain with this lineup. Pretty standard. Moving on to the spells. For the Sky Striker engine, 3 Engage, 1 Afterburners, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Drones. I really like the Sky Striker engine still, even with 1 Drones, just because the spot removal from Jamming Waves and Afterburners was amazing. And plus this card just netting all the draws helped get me out of some sticky scenarios. I played 1 Foolish Burial as well. This card was amazing because it helps, if you open up the repair plan, it helps make it live by pitching Hertz or Core away and just helping you just establish off combo and just breaking extra deck monsters by making the Mega Fleet. This is pretty standard. It's the auto win button unless they got Ash or just a bunch of back row. 1 Overload. I only play 1 just because it kind of sucks if you open it, especially if you're going against a going second deck. I always side this out too against back row heavy decks because similar reasoning to Galaxy Soldier, it doesn't help you push through back row that much unless you opened up all the Cyber Dragons. You rather just have cards like Twin Twister or Red Reboot just to out the back row. And moving on to the Cyber spells and traps, I played 3 Emergency Standard, 2 Rev System. This was really good. It helped me push through a bunch of back row, helped grind games go longer, and it helped me make Boral Sword a lot by just reviving the Seeker and using the Seeker as 2 material and then 2 other monster, and help steal some games. 1 Repair Plant. I only like 1 just because you don't want to open it without a graveyard setup. Because if you open this and Galaxy Soldier and Overflow, which did happen to me twice, it's kind of a dead hand and you can't really do too much. And then I played 2 Overflow. This card was amazing. I honestly recommend playing 2. This card carried me through the entire tournament. The amount of times people try to pop it, and then you just chain it, blow up the whole board, and then get a Cyber card on top of it. It's just insult injury. And then I also main deck 3 Evenly Matched to wrap up the 40 card main deck. This card was alright. I'm going to put in the side deck and main Twin Twisters because this card is mainly meant to out back row, and Twin Twisters can do that job, but I would say even better just because you get your battle phase still. Moving on to the extra deck for the Sky Striker lineup, I'm playing 1 Kagari, 1 Shizuku, 1 Hayate. Pretty standard for the most part. It's just if you're playing Sky Strikers, you're going to need all these. Shizuku surprisingly came up a lot, just because you would add Engage off to your hand with Kagari and then Shizuku up another Engage during the end phase. Helps you gain a lot of advantage, especially if they force you to go first and you open kind of slow. This was a big mistake. This should have been in Cleave for Genius. I honestly, my logic behind it was, prevent my mutual link grphon from being prevented by Destroyed by Battle. But putting Cleave for Genius, don't play Phoenix. I never summoned this. One Cyber Dragon Seeger. Like, Seeger is amazing. Like, just, it's meant to just kind of push through boards, and then you can rev system revive everything. It's honestly amazing. I was considering bumping up to 2 possibly, just in case they out the first one, but I like it at 1 right now. Summon Sorceress. This card's amazing, like, especially if you got the answer to the hand trap or can play around it. Like, I see a lot of Cyber Dragon players get too greedy with this card. Like, don't be. Like, if you run straight into an ogre and lose because of it. But overall, staple, like, amazing. And then Grphon and Boral Sword for my rank 4s. These were amazing, especially the Boral Sword, because off of Rev System and Nova, you can bring out Link 4s a lot, my bad, off of just the Seeger and then whatever's on your board. Boral Sword just kind of stole a bunch of games when their board wasn't ready to deal with it. And plus it kind of provided some disruption by flipping defense, but that never really came up because I had game every time I dropped Boral Sword. Moving on to the X seats, 2 Nova, 1 Infinity. I do not play 2 Infinity because you can't summon 2 per turn. And typically if you can bring out double Nova in 1 turn, you probably got game anyway, just because Nova can boost itself and Seeger can boost it. So overall, I like this lineup a lot. There was never a need for a second Infinity. And then for the fusions, 1 Rampage, 1 Fortress, and 2 Mega Fleet. I really like the contact fusion ratios in particular because especially the Fortress. Like, the Fortress helped bail me out against a Mekk Knight and Folk player that had 2 mechabas in the main monster zone. I just specialed Cyber Dragon and contact fused away the 2 mechabas. Overall, I really recommend this lineup. And plus, the Fortress is also meant for Demir if I let them go first hand on Seeger, Infinity, and Grphon board. But overall, especially 2 Fortress that helped me grind out a bunch of games, that helped me steal a bunch of games that I probably normally would have lost. Moving on to the side deck, 1 L10 and 1 Jisuku. Overall, like, these were good, like search them off for repair plan, this off for emergency. This was mainly meant for Goki, and this was like meant to deal with Draco and a Sky Striker. But you know, these cards did their job. Like, I only played 1 Goki, so I didn't slide that much in, but I'm still keeping it. 3 Twin. This card was amazing, like, overall. Like, I'm throwing this in the main deck over evenly. I'm going to throw evenly in the side. Like, it just helped out any problematic backrow. And plus, since everyone's playing Mind Crush, I learned to play around it by acting like Cyber Emergency, adding Hurts, and they try and Mind Crush Hurts. I just chain Twin Twister, discarding their Hurts, and then sniping out the other 2 back row, and then they discard a card from their hand. They came up twice, actually, during the tournament. Overall, amazing card. And then 3 Droll. This card I'm going to throw in the main over Ogre. I'm going to probably throw the Ogre into the side deck maybe, but this card did its job. Mainly meant to go against True Draco and Strikers, so can't really complain. And then 3, the Artifact Engine, the 3 Sanctum and 1 Scythe. Like, this was amazing. Like, a lot of players would want me to go first at, like, especially in grind game matchups where they just try to break my board wide open. I'll just side this in going first and then just flip it up and just, it's an auto win button. Like, not too many players can do much about that. And then lastly, 3 Red Reboot. Like, this was amazing, especially now that Altergeist like took up a few spots here and there, and even a Paleo. I really recommend this card. Just the shutdown button to all the traps is phenomenal. And that's about it for your deck list. I'm going to have the full tournament report in the description for any of you that want to read that.